Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. This is not a joke. You are now ready to hear the dark truth and face the reality of your closed person. Angel will expose this. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, you must open this now. Not later. Not tomorrow. This moment is sacred, and the truth waiting behind it is something you were never meant to see. There are forces moving behind the scenes, whispers in the shadows, eyes that have watched you for too long without blinking. You've been surrounded by a familiar face, a soft smile, and comforting words, but beneath it all, something has been deeply rotten. You felt it in your bones, a strange coldness when they walked into the room. The odd way they twisted their words. A pauses. A fake concern. You blamed it on overthinking. But Archangel Michael says, you were never imagining it. That person, yes, the one whose voice you trusted in your weakest hour, has been hiding a darkness so heavy that even the angels trembled when it was revealed. The time has come for the veil to be torn. What's been hidden will now come screaming into the light. They kept the mask and they wore it like a second skin. They trained their face to never twitch when lying. They trained their heart to never feel guilt. They moved closer to you only to feed on your trust, to learn your wounds, and to sharpen their blade in silence. The angel assigned to your life has watched this betrayal unfold slowly. They held their hand out waiting for the moment you'd listen. And now you finally have. Your ears are open. Your heart is prepared. This message is your turning point. The truth is not pretty. It rarely is. But the ugliness of what you're about to discover will be the very fire that purifies your life. The person you once held in your arms metaphorically, perhaps literally, has been the one tying knots behind your back. Every delay in your life, every loss that made no sense, every decision that went wrong despite your faith, there's a common thread. Archangel Michael says that thread is a name you already know. And they've been very close. Far too close. At night your spirit stirred. In dreams you saw strange faces and twisted memories. That wasn't your imagination. It was your spirit rejecting what your conscious mind couldn't process. The angels tried to show you then. Now they are screaming. Look at their recent behavior. Watch how their smile has changed you. Watch how they've distanced themselves just enough to avoid suspicion, but close enough to manipulate your next move. Look deeper. The signs were always there. They touched something sacred in your life and polluted it. They took something meant for your joy and redirected it into their darkness. Whether it was your relationship, your money, your peace of mind, they had their hand in it. Archangel Michael says you're not alone anymore. The realm of heaven has opened a divine case against this person. And you are being called as the primary witness and the protected one. You will be guided step by step to justice. Their name is on a list of those marked for exposure. Not by man, but by divine power. Your time is running out faster than they know. And their grip over your life is shattering moment by moment. You are being freed. There's something else the angels must show you, a hidden conversation. This person has spoken about you in ways that would turn your heart cold. Words filled with envy, with cruelty, even laughter at your tears. Yes, laughter. You wouldn't believe it until you hear it. But don't worry, you will. Because heaven has recorded every whisper and the playback is coming. The pain will sting, but the release will heal more than you can ever imagine. They are being watched now, every move. Snorts, their false kindness, their secret messages, their hidden plans, all being documented by angels for your protection. Soon, all masks will fall. And we're guessing only truth. There's a box hidden in their possession, figuratively or literally, and it is something that belongs to you. It may be a memory, a document, an object, or a piece of your soul they trapped for control. That box is going to be opened. Archangel Michael says the angel of justice is descending into your home, into your space, into the very atmosphere that they polluted. And a holy wind will sweep through, clearing out everything they tried to contaminate. They won't see it coming. That's the beauty of divine vengeance. It's not loud. It's not messy. It's surgical, and it leaves no room for escape. They had time to change. They didn't. They had warnings and dreams, too, but they laughed at them. You are no longer the victim. You are the revelation, the prophecy unfolding, the miracle that refuses to be silenced. And this moment you're in right now, it's the start of a divine revolution in your name. Now listen carefully. Don't confront them. Don't show your cards. Let heaven handle this. Stay alert. Stay silent. Stay guided. You will receive messages, nudges, signs, and a clear path. Walk it. In the next 48 hours, something unusual will happen. A phone call, a visit, a random slip of words. That moment is the crack forming in their cover story. Do not ignore it. They will be your proof your ancestors are awake. Your angels are armed. The truth will not stay buried anymore, and the one who thought they could play with your life, their game ends now. Archangel Michael says this moment is sacred. Let the tears fall if they must. Let the anger rise if it needs to. But do not lose yourself again in their lies. You are being called to stand in the full light of your awareness. What's coming next is a sacred reveal. One that will heal you and empower you. It will change the way you see love, trust, and loyalty. And it will restore what was stolen. They will try to deny it. They will say you've changed. They will try to flip the script. And don't fall for it. Stand still and let the angels do their work. Truth doesn't stutter. Light doesn't need to explain itself. You're about to be upgraded in every way, mentally, spiritually, financially. Because once betrayal is exposed, a vacuum is created. And God fills it with favor, restoration, and strength. This is not the end of your story. It's the breaking point that births a new one. And that new chapter will not include liars, manipulators, or soul thieves. Only truth. Only light. Only you. There is one more thing you need to know. You were chosen to carry this burden because you had the strength to break it. Not everyone can. But you did. And the chains are falling off now. Soon, you'll look back and smile. Not because of the pain, but because you'll see how it all made sense. How every wound became a weapon. How every setback became a stage. Archangel Michael says this battle was never just about you. It's about everyone after you who will now be safe because you said yes to the truth. Yes to the awakening. Yes to the exposure. And now, finally, yes to your divine freedom. You were brave enough to open this message. You were strong enough to finish it. Now, prepare to be rewarded for the pain you didn't deserve. Justice is here. Before you continue the message along with me, we request you to support this ministry by giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation on PayPal. You have the option to give special thanks with contributions of up to $200. This will help us continue our work, and bring such beautiful Archangel Michael message for you. Remember, your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Now let's continue this message. The angels are watching. The light is winning. Your time has come. Archangel Michael says this next phase of your life is delicate, but divinely orchestrated. You are walking a sacred line now, guided by light, while the shadows tremble behind you. Every truth that once hid in silence is being forced into confession. There is someone who once looked you in eyes and said, "I care." They touched your shoulder in moments when you were breaking. They offered to help, but it was never for your healing. It was to gain access to your most vulnerable moments. This individual is not just close in proximity. They were close in memory. They were allowed into your inner circle, and that is what made their betrayal so precise, so painful. But Archangel Michael says they made a fatal mistake. They underestimated your spirit. Because while your human eyes were focused on survival, your soul was collecting evidence. Your soul felt every shift in energy, every false hug, every compliment laced with competition. The day of reckoning has come. You were meant to find this message. This isn't a coincidence. It's divine confirmation of what you felt for months, but couldn't prove. That ache in your chest was the truth trying to speak when your mind tried to stay silent. You trusted them because you have a pure heart. You did see betrayal coming because your intentions were never to harm. But that does not mean you were weak. It means you were noble, and now heaven rewards nobility with divine justice. Archangel Michael says your energy is about to shift so drastically that the person who betrayed you will no longer recognize the version of you they once manipulated. You are about to rise into spiritual boldness. They will be exposed. Not by revenge. Not by drama, but by divine orchestration. The kind of truth that seeps out in ways that cannot be denied or spun. The kind of truth that reveals everything. They were warned. They were shown signs. The angels whispered in their sleep to stop. But pride made them think they were untouchable. Their ego told them they could deceive you forever. Now, your silence is turning into fear. You will start to notice their behavior changing rapidly. They'll avoid you. They'll act strange. Yes, because the pressure of the truth is building and it's about to burst. They can sense the divine exposure crawling toward them like fire. Do not chase them. Do not explain yourself. Archangel Michael says the less you say, the louder the truth will speak. Let them dig their own hole. Your role is only to walk forward and not look back. The angelic realm has started dismantling every false alliance built around your downfall. People who believe the liar will begin to feel uneasy. They will distance themselves from the deceiver without even knowing why. That's divine interference. Their web is unraveling. Their lies are contradicting. And people are beginning to ask questions. They will try to cover it with charm, but it won't work anymore. Their time has run out. There will be a moment where someone you don't expect brings you a piece of truth. It might be in conversation. It might be a message. A voice note or a passing comment. When it happens, you will feel your soul vibrate. Archangel Michael says this is the confirmation. Don't dismiss it. That moment is the key that unlocks everything you suspected. It is the divine signal that the exposure has officially begun. They will watch you from a distance. You'll feel their energy trying to cling to you, to guilt you, to reel you back. Don't respond. Silence is your sword now. You're no longer a target. You're a testimony. Archangel Michael wants you to remember one last thing. You are safe. You are protected. Every curse, every spell, every lie spoken against you is breaking now. Your power is being returned to dust. They might attempt one last trick, a false apology, a favor, a sudden act of kindness, but you will see through it this time. You are not the same. Your eyes are open and the angels are blocking every access point. The truth will also release your gifts. You've been operating at half capacity, dimming your light to make others comfortable. But now that the deceiver is being removed, you'll feel a sudden rise of clarity, creativity, and spiritual power. They were a weight on your wings. Now that the burden is lifting, you will fly. The sky ahead of you is wide and golden. You'll feel the pull of purpose again, and this time there will be no one to sabotage it. Someone in their circle will turn against them soon. That person has seen the truth, but stayed quiet until now. The guilt has grown too loud. Watch for this shift. The betrayer will start to feel the heat not only from heaven, but from their own circle. This is not just exposure. It's divine justice moving through your life like a sweeping wind. You are being vindicated. Even people who once doubted you will come back shocked, confused, and apologetic. Let heaven deal with them, too. Your role is not to prove yourself. It's to rise. You don't need to repeat your innocence anymore. You are stepping into a season where your fruit will speak louder than your words ever could. The blessings that are about to enter your life will make everyone understand why the enemy fought you so hard. Because they knew if you ever healed, you'd become unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, your healing is now. Your freedom is now. Your rebirth is now. You're being restored in front of the very faces that tried to bury you in silence. This is the chapter where you laugh again, where you sleep without that heavy heart, where your name is mentioned in rooms you never entered, and it brings favor, not gossip. They may have thrown dirt on your name, but didn't know you were a seed. And now, you're about to bloom in places where they said you'd wither. The angels have chosen you for elevation, not because you were perfect, but because you endured. And what's coming next will not only bless you, but every person connected to your light. Let them watch. Let them talk. Let them scramble. You, chosen one, must remain calm. Stay in position. Archangel Michael says, this is your divine unveiling. The person who tried to hide your light with lies is now facing divine exposure. And no one can reverse what heaven has already decided. They had time to repent. They didn't. You had time to forgive. And you did. Now, the rest belongs to divine law. You've been validated by heaven. And nothing is more powerful than that. If you feel something shifting already good, it means you've received this message not just with your eyes, but with your spirit. Something invisible has now been broken. And a blessing is rushing in where betrayal used to sit. Prepare yourself, not for a confrontation, but for a celebration. Because what's leaving your life is finally making room for what's truly yours. This was never just about truth. This was about setting your soul free. If these divine messages and guidance from Archangel Michael bring peace, light, and protection to your life, and you wish to support our mission, you can express your gratitude by giving a special thanks or contribution of up to $200. Heaven is watching. And Archangel Michael is standing by your side. The revelation has begun. And so has your eyes. It is done. Archangel Michael says, the truth does not knock anymore. It storms in. And now it has entered your life with such divine force that nothing can hide from it. Not even the secrets buried beneath years of false smiles and rehearsed love. You've been chosen to witness a powerful unraveling. The one who thought they were clever enough to mask their intentions, their greed, their manipulation, is now trembling in silence. They can feel it. Your energy has shifted. Your spirit no longer trusts blindly. This truth isn't just about protecting you. It's about realigning everything around you. The wrong people will disappear. The right ones will be drawn to your light. The confusion you once felt is being replaced with razor-sharp clarity. Expect strange behavior. Expect silence from those who once suffered around your victories, because those who feasted off your kindness are now choking on the exposure of their own intentions. And that, chosen one, is divine justice. You'll no longer walk through your home with unease. That energy, it's lifting. The heaviness on your shoulders, it's vanishing. Archangel Michael says the betrayal that once had you questioning your own value is being shattered permanently. You are waking up to yourself, to your divine knowing, to the version of you that no longer second guesses when the signs come. And because of that, the angelic realm is releasing wave after wave of protection over you. You might cry unexpectedly, not from pain, but from the overwhelming truth that you were never crazy. You were never paranoid. Your spirit was just sensitive enough to feel the things others ignored. This sensitivity, this divine perception, is now your superpower. And Archangel Michael says what once made you vulnerable is now going to make you victorious. Their downfall will come quietly at first. A loss here, a door shut there. But then the momentum will build like a flood. It will come all at once, and it will be unstoppable. Because the time for grace has ended for them, you will hear of something unexpected happening to them. Do not celebrate it, but do not mourn it either. It's divine rebalancing. The scales are finally tipping in your favor. Soon someone will confess to you. It may be directly or through a slip of the tongue. Either way, it will confirm everything you needed to know. Archangel Michael says, listen with your spirit, not just your ears. You're not crazy for remembering things they wanted you to forget. You're not chromatic for noticing patterns they gaslit you into ignoring. You are aware. You are chosen. You are ready. They may even claim that you're the one who changed, that you became distant, golden, unavailable. But what they don't understand is you didn't change. You returned to yourself. And Archangel Michael rejoices in that return. Do not shrink for anyone ever again. You've been quiet long enough. You've been forgiving long enough. You suffered long enough. Now it's your time to rise, not with vengeance, but with victory. You'll start noticing little blessings coming back to back. A new opportunity. A new canary, an old dream reignited. That's the divine reward for staying pure in a corrupted situation. You didn't expose them. Heaven did. You didn't avenge yourself. Angels did. And that's why your blessings will have no sorrow attached, only glory. Archangel Michael says, your light was always too bright for them. That's why they tried to dim it. But the truth is, they were never your mirror. They were only a test. And you passed. From this moment forward, only authentic energy will find its way to you. The pretenders will be blocked at the gates. The liars will be blinded by your eyes. And the manipulators will fade in the presence of your growth. Don't expect closure from them. Expect exposure from the divine. Your peace is no longer dependent on their apology. It's rising from your alignment with truth. And this alignment is sacred. It is shifting your entire timeline. Doors that were shut because of their interference are now opening. Delays caused by their sabotage are now being reversed. This is the beauty of divine timing. It may take longer, but it's always perfect. You're not behind. You were protected. And now, you're being positioned in a way that no one, not even your closest betrayer, can block. Archangel Michael says, "Watch how heaven clears the path for you. Watch how things start falling into place without your effort." That's the evidence of divine correction. The same mouth that lied about you will now be forced to speak of your glow up. The same eyes that watched you fall will now watch you flourish. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. You are stepping into a season of divine acceleration. You will go further in 1 month than you have in the last year. And it's because the blockage has been removed. Now, it's just you and your destiny. No pretenders. No reviewing. No delays. Just clear skies and spiritual fire pushing you forward. You'll be shocked how many blessings were held back because of this one individual. Now that they're being exposed, heaven is releasing it all. The dam has broken. You'll feel energy returning to your body. Ideas flowing again, laughter, rest, creativity. All the things that faded while their presence remained are being restored. Archangel Michael says, "You are not only protected, you are being elevated. And what's ahead of you is so magnificent that you'll barely remember the betrayal that led to it. But you will never forget the lesson. You'll never ignore the signs again. And that's a good thing. Because you're not naive. You're now wise. And wisdom is the foundation for your next season of miracles. Forgive them, but don't go back. Release them, but don't reopen the door. The chapter is done. And heaven has something new to write for you. This story doesn't end in pain. It ends in power. It ends with you standing tall, grateful that the mask finally fell off. This was not just an exposure. It was a divine exit. And your soul is finally free. If these divine messages and guidance from Archangel Michael bring peace, light, and protection to your life, and you wish to support our mission, you can express your gratitude by giving a special thanks or contribution of up to $200. The truth has spoken. Archangel Michael has revealed. Now, the healing begins. And your light will never be dimmed again. It is done. Archangel Michael says, what comes after exposure is elevation. Not just in your spirit, but in every part of your existence. Your reputation will be restored. Your energy will be replenished. And your life will begin to glow in places that were once dimmed by that hidden enemy. They can no longer exist in your presence without discomfort. The energy around you has changed so drastically that those who aren't pure will feel pushed away. That's not rejection. That's protection. You will notice people who once clung to you like lifelines now growing distant. Let them go. Your assignment in your life was based on illusion. And now that illusion has broken, their purpose has ended. This is the season where masks fall not just from individuals, but entire environments. You'll walk into a room and instantly know who's for you and who's silently watching, waiting for a moment of weakness. But this time, you will not break. You've cried your last confused tear. No more second-guessing the dreams, the sign, the gut feelings. Archangel Michael says those were divine alarms. And from now on, you will act the first time you hear them. The betrayals of your past are not your identity. They are your refining. The person you are now is made of steel, compassion, discernment, and wisdom. You have been transformed through the fire. I believed you would fall apart without them. That you would collapse under the weight of abandonment, confusion, or isolation. But instead, you rose. Stronger. Louder. Wilder. And heaven is applauding your courage. This betrayal unlocked your true strength. It set a fire inside of you that will fuel your purpose. Now, your voice will carry power. Your presence will shift atmospheres. Your eyes will pierce through lies like never before. A day is coming. Soon. When you will face the very person who tried to break you. They will stand in front of you with guilt, or silence, or excuses. But your response won't be anger. It will be stillness. Because when heaven fights for you, you don't need to raise your voice. The angels already roared on your behalf. The truth already shattered the illusion. And your peace will be your loudest reply. They will try to mimic your glow. They will attempt to steal your words, your style, your presence. But Archangel Michael says what's divine cannot be duplicated. You were crafted in authenticity. They were crafted in strategy. There's no comparison to walk with confidence now, not arrogance, divine assurance, the kind that comes from knowing your angels walk ahead of you, making every crooked path straight. They stole your time, but they will never steal your future. They tried to poison your relationships, but now heaven is purifying your circle. People who were once confused about you will now begin to honor you. And the best part, you won't even need to explain. Your life, your energy, your peace, it will all speak louder than your words ever could. They are losing their grip, not just on your story, but on others, too. The same tricks they used on you, they tried on others, but heaven is exposing their patterns to everyone who once believed in them. Watch it. Within days, new light will be shined in dark corners you forgot about. You'll hear about a situation that happened behind your back, and it will no longer hurt. You'll feel clarity, relief, even laughter. You are now entering your glow season. The time where divine favor surrounds your name, where blessings show up with no explanation, where strangers want to help you. Doors open instantly, and delays vanish. Archangel Michael says this is not random. It is reward for staying kind when you were misjudged. For staying honest when you were lied about. For staying loyal even when they betrayed you. This elevation will be visible. People will talk. Let them. Your life is not for their approval. Your light is not for their comfort. You didn't survive the fire to stay hidden. Your name will be whispered in rooms of honor. Let because of manipulation, but because your spirit is undeniable. And this time, those who come near you will be required to match your integrity. No more entertaining half-hearted love, conditional friendships, or one-sided loyalty. The truth revealed what to be removed. And now, God is sending replacements built on truth, trust, and transparency. Archangel Michael says your table is being reset. The ones who once sat beside you with envy will be removed. The ones who laughed at your pain will now watch your celebration from the outside. Let them watch. Let them wonder. You don't owe them access. You don't owe them explanation. You owe yourself peace. And finally, that peace is yours. So, smile again, not because they are gone, but because you're free. You're no longer wrapped in spiritual confusion. You're no longer surrounded by cloaked enemies. You are standing in light, clear-eyed, and favored. This exposure didn't break you. It birthed you. And Archangel Michael says the birthing was necessary. You are now too powerful to be manipulated again. Your discernment is sharp. Your awareness is high. You are no longer ignoring red flags. You are no longer making excuses for people who wouldn't lift a finger to defend your name. You are royalty. And you are finally being seated in a throne room designed just for you. A betrayer. They are now a ghost in your testimony. You don't need revenge. The truth was enough, and the blessings that follow it, they will speak louder than any lie ever could. Archangel Michael says your time has arrived. And nothing they do can block what's already been scheduled for you. The blessing is already en route. The favor is already active. The exposure was just the alarm. Let the liars fall silent. Let the manipulators retreat. Let the past dissolve. You're moving forward, not in pain, but in power. From this day forward, every step you take is ordered. Every decision is led. Every connection is divine. And every blessing will make up for the pain. Archangel Michael stands with you now, wings spread wide, declaring, you are free. You are protected. You are rising. It is done. It is done. It is done. Archangel Michael says you didn't lose anything. You were rescued. The person you trusted was never meant to walk into your destiny. They were only allowed to walk with you for a season, and that season has officially ended. The separation you're about to experience will not be painful. It will be powerful. You feel lighter, clearer. The confusion they brought into your life will begin to lift like fog burned away by morning light. Every plan they made to slow you down is now turning against them. Archangel Michael says the divine laws have shifted, and what they meant for harm will now push you toward your highest purpose. You are about to witness their plans crumble, not by your doing, but by the authority of heaven. What they did in private will now echo in places they never imagined, and the very people they convinced to doubt you will soon walk away from them in silence. This is thy moment for sorrow. It is a moment for transformation. You are not being broken down. You are being rebuilt, and this time your foundation will be unshakable. You may remember certain conversations, certain actions, certain strange coincidences. Archangel Michael says those were clues you were never supposed to understand at the time. But now, your eyes are opened. This clarity is not ordinary. It's prophetic. You're not just seeing the truth about them. You're seeing the truth about you. How strong you really are. How spiritually tuned you've become. How much power was hidden beneath your pain. That person was never a part of your purpose. They were an interruption. And now that they've been removed, your spiritual signal is strong again. Your gifts are activated again. Your peace is yours again. There is a place you are about to be invited to, a space of peace, abundance, and divine clarity. And Archangel Michael says this invitation is exclusive. The person who once drained you emotionally will not be allowed through the gates of your next season. No more compromising your intuition to keep the peace. No more pretending not to notice the patterns. No more shrinking to accommodate other people's insecurities. You are not the same. You've grown. You've evolved. And your spiritual elevation is undeniable. This person may try to return when they feel you slipping from their control. They may send a message, test your heart, try to reopen the wound with softness, but this time you won't be moving. Your spirit now recognizes counterfeit peace. What once confused you now repels you. What once held power over your emotions now holds no weight. Archangel Michael says you are finally standing in your spiritual authority. And in this place, no deception can survive. This exposure was never meant to destroy you. It was designed to free you. Heaven knew you needed to see the truth to protect your next season from contamination. The blessings that are about to enter your life cannot mix with false energy. That's why the reveal happened first. God couldn't bless you fully while snakes were still sitting at your table. Now that the serpent has been exposed, heaven can flood your life with everything that was delayed. You'll soon notice favor returning to you in unexpected ways. An opportunity that was blocked will reopen. A friendship you thought was lost will be restored. Resources will appear from nowhere. The angels are orchestrating divine movement. Everything that was misaligned is snapping back into place. This betrayal shifted something deeper than your external life. It awakened your purpose. That purpose is what will now begin to attract people who match your energy and honor your spirit. No more users. No more liars. No more pretending. Just truth. Just light. Just alignment. Archangel Michael says, now you understand why the exposure was necessary. You were about to step into something too great to carry that person with you. Your name is being whispered in higher places. Your story is being rewritten in real time. Your journey has now shifted from survival mode to legacy building. They thought they'd leave you broken, but they left you blessed. They thought they could shame you into silence. But now, your truth is louder than their lies. The karmic wheel is turning, and this time, it's spinning in your favor. You will watch divine justice unfold, not just once, but again and again until every lie spoken against you is reversed. Archangel Michael says you will witness apologies in unexpected ways. Some will come with words. Others will come with silence and distance. Either way, you win. You've been faithful to the light. You've endured betrayal without becoming bitter. You've shown grace even when it wasn't deserved. And now, heaven is rewarding you. The truth has unlocked a gate. Behind it is a path you were always meant to walk without manipulation, without interference, without spiritual warfare weighing you down. You're about to experience peace in your mind, healing in your heart, and abundance in your hands. Because the blockage has been removed, and the person who was the source of your pain, they will be left behind watching your transformation from a distance they can no longer cross. Archangel Michael says you were chosen to carry this revelation because you were strong enough to handle it and wise enough to grow from it. Now, you are no longer just a survivor. You are a spiritual warrior. You have learned how to protect your space, how to recognize deception, how to move in silence, and how to trust divine timing over temporary emotions. The truth was heavy, but now you're lighter. The wound was deep, but now you're healed. The pain was intense, but now you have purpose. Every step you take from here will carry divine momentum. Every word you speak will hold heavenly authority. Every space you enter will feel your light before you say a word. They were the storm. You are the calm after, and your presence now carries power that no one can imitate. Archangel Michael says, look ahead. The past has been burned away. The only thing left is the road forward, paved in clarity and gold. And when the next chapter begins, it won't start with heartbreak. It will begin with celebration. You're not waiting for the next shoe to drop. You're rising to catch the crown that's always been yours. No more delay. No more confusion. No more betrayal. This is your moment. This is your release. It is done. You are free. The truth has prevailed. Archangel Michael says, the storm is officially over. Not because it passed quietly, but because you stood strong through the winds of betrayal. You didn't let their deceit define you. You didn't let their games destroy you. Instead, you chose elevation. Now, the spiritual realm is opening new levels. Levels where their energy can't survive. Levels where their name won't be mentioned. Levels where only truth, light, and legacy can follow. The person who once smiled while plotting against you is now powerless. They don't even know what's happening, but they feel it. They feel the cold space where your spirit once embraced them. They feel the silence of your soul pulling away, and it terrifies them. They thought you'd beg for their presence. Instead, they are witnessing your peace. They thought you'd crumble under the weight of the truth. But instead, you're flying above it. Glorious. Protected. Unreachable. Archangel Michael says, divine distance has been created. What once magnetically pulled you toward the wrong person is now shattered. You've been spiritually rerouted. A pull you once felt. A pain you once carried, released. What remains is only wisdom. A deeper connection to yourself. A sacred bond with the truth. And a holy commitment to never allow anything less than peace near your soul again. They will watch as favor floods your life. Promotions, breakthroughs, love, and purpose will surround you. Not as a reward for being perfect, but for being real. For staying pure when the darkness tried to stain you. There is a new tribe coming to you. People who see you, honor you, and never ask you to dim your light. These are soul-aligned beings. They are coming because the deceiver is now gone. Heaven always replaces the counterfeit with the divine. From this day forward, you will notice peace in the smallest things. Your body will feel lighter. Your sleep will be deeper. Your laughter will return. Unforced. Genuine. Glowing from your core, you're walking into your soft era. An era where your walls stay strong, but your heart remains open. An era where you're not performing for love. Where you're not chasing validation. Where you're not explaining your value anymore. Archangel Michael says you will be known not for what you endured, but for how powerfully you rose after. You are no longer defined by what they did. You are redefined by what you've become. This new chapter will feel unfamiliar at first. Don't be afraid. It's not unfamiliar because it's wrong. It's unfamiliar because it's healed. Peace will feel strange only because chaos was so constant before. But let peace in now. It's yours. It's stacked back-to-back confirmations from heaven. You'll see repeating signs. Numbers, dreams, phrases from strangers. These aren't coincidences. These are spiritual updates from your angels confirming you're on the right path now. The people who once whispered about you will now sit in silence when your name is spoken in honor. They will have no choice but to witness your evolution. Because when heaven moves, no man can block the view. They may try to distort your story, but truth needs no defense. Let your transformation be your testimony. Let your peace be your protest. Let your glow be your answer. Archangel Michael says you don't have to prove anything. Just keep walking. Keep healing. Keep building. The foundation is stronger now because it was built after the exposure. You will never beg for love again. You will never tolerate manipulation again. You will never silence your intuition again. You've already been through what was meant to break you, and it couldn't. That's how powerful you are. That's how chosen you are. That's why heaven stepped in and ripped the mask off that person you once loved. Because you were too close to someone who never deserved your light. Now you've been separated, purified, and positioned. What's next will blow your mind. Sudden blessings. Unexpected elevation. Favor that has your name on it. Opportunities that come to you, not because you chase them, but because your energy is finally aligned. The person who tried to sabotage your image will now watch as your name is spoken in rooms they can't even enter. The one who once tried to bury your spirit will now witness your soul soar beyond their imagination. You didn't just survive the betrayal. You transcended it. Archangel Michael says the devil lost when you opened your eyes, and now that you see, nothing can blind you again. You are no longer accessible to deception. You are no longer open to manipulation. You are guided and going. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them regret. That's not your concern anymore. Your mission is clear. Your protection is sealed. Your story is sacred. Every loss was a lesson. Every betrayal was a blessing in disguise. And every truth revealed was part of the prophecy. Archangel Michael says you are untouchable now. And so now, chosen one, as you move forward, remember this. They never broke you. They just introduced you to the unbreakable version of yourself. You were hidden in plain sight until heaven said, now. And now it's your time. Walk tall. Walk free. Walk boldly. The truth is your sword. Your peace is your armor. And Archangel Michael walks before you. It is done. It is sealed. And nothing will ever be the same again. Izzy, if these divine messages and guidance from Archangel Michael bring peace, light, and protection to your life, and you wish to support our mission, you can express your gratitude by giving a special thanks or contribution of up to $200. Izzy, heaven has spoken. Your angels have moved. The exposure has happened. And your victory is here. Archangel Michael says now the silence has a new meaning. It is no longer the silence of being ignored, deceived, or overlooked. It is the sacred silence of peace, of alignment, of divine transition. You are not just walking away. You are walking upward. You have no obligation to carry their shame. Your guilt is not yours. Their hidden actions were not reflections of your worth. They were reflections of their own broken soul. The exposure wasn't just for closure. It was for cleansing. The betrayal you survived was a spiritual infection. It was eating away at your blessings quietly. Now that it's been surgically removed by the divine, your entire life is about to shift into healing and overflow. Your finances, your relationships, your mental clarity, even your physical energy, they're all returning bit by bit, piece by piece, because the curse attached to that person has been fully severed. You may find yourself crying without reason in the coming days. Let it flow. Those are not tears of pain anymore. They are release. The angels are wiping out residue from years of emotional wounds that were never fully acknowledged. Archangel Michael says you don't need their apology. You needed the truth. And now that the truth has arrived, your spirit can finally breathe. That weight pressing down on your chest, it's already lifting. Your light will begin to irritate people who are still hiding behind masks. That's okay. Your job isn't to dim your light to make others feel comfortable in their darkness. Your job is to shine so the real ones can find you. Watch how people begin revealing their true colors around you without being provoked. That's your vibration rising. Your spirit now repels anything that is false. You are magnetic to authenticity now. There will be moments where you feel alone in this new space. Don't confuse solitude with punishment. It's actually preparation. You're being cured before being elevated. You're being separated so your blessings aren't tainted by old connections. Archangel Michael says the next door is opening for you are too big to share with those who were small in spirit. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand apart and rise higher. The divine table being prepared for you does not have seats for snakes. That's why they're being revealed one by one. Not to hurt you, but to protect your promise. What comes next will feel almost unfair in your favor. Blessings that come easily. Support you don't have to beg for. Love that doesn't make you question yourself. Miracles that fall into your lap. You may notice your skin glow, your smile return, your intuition sharpen. That's not coincidence. That's liberation. It's what it feels like to be truly free of spiritual bondage. The people who stood in the shadows waiting for your collapse will now stand in awe of your rise. They will say you change. But Archangel Michael says you didn't change. You just remembered who you were before the manipulation began. Your laughter is louder now. Your mind is clearer. Your prayers are stronger. Because the burden of betrayal is no longer weighing you down. You're walking into rooms differently. You're thinking from higher ground now. And you're no longer moved by temporary emotions. You are moved by purpose. You've entered the divine spotlight. Not the spotlight of fame, but of destiny. The light that reveals you as you are with no filter, no fear, and no false ties dragging behind. And the best part, you're finally surrounded by your real spiritual team. People who align with your energy. Angels who walk beside you. An atmosphere that fuels you instead of draining you. You are no longer accessible to chaos. Your peace has become non-negotiable. Archangel Michael says you're not just surviving anymore. You're building, expanding, glowing. They once mocked your silence, but now the same silence is louder than their words ever were. Your peace speaks volumes. Your detachment is your declaration. I've evolved. The blessings coming are confirmation after confirmation, not just in words, but in manifestations. Expect dreams that give you direction. Expect messages that align perfectly. Expect blessings that validate the very pain you endured. You were planted in betrayal, but you are now blooming in truth. And no one can take this bloom from you. They tried to bury you under lies, but heaven used those lies as fertilizer for your breakthrough. The more they threw, the more you grew. Archangel Michael says this is your final warning. Never return to what broke you. No matter how soft their voice, no matter how convincing their apology, the lesson was a reveal. The reward is your freedom. You are not the version of yourself they once hurt. That version is gone. Dead. What stands now is resurrected, renewed, divinely fortified. You are protected by fire now, and fire cannot be manipulated. Every part of your story is now sacred. Even the parts that broke you. Especially the parts that broke you. Because they are proof that even in your lowest moment, you were never alone. Heaven saw everything. The betrayal. The tears. The nights you cried without understanding. And heaven has answered to walk boldly now. Archangel Michael says you're on divine schedule. Everything that was delayed is now being accelerated. Every no was protection. Every wait was redirection. Every loss was preservation. Now, only truth can walk beside you. Only love can speak your name. Only light can touch your path. And for the one who thought they destroyed you, they didn't. They awakened the most powerful version of you. And now, you rise without limits. You heard the truth. You accepted the pain, and now watch the promise come to life. Love, it is done. The chapter is closed. The new era has begun. Of Dizzy, if these divine messages and guidance from Archangel Michael bring peace, light, and protection to your life, and you wish to support our mission, you can express your gratitude by giving a special thanks or contribution of up to $200. Dizzy, the exposure is complete. The healing is flowing. And your rise is unstoppable. Archangel Michael says your soul is no longer carrying hidden pain. The chains that once linked you to deception have shattered completely. You are not just healed, you are reborn. And that rebirth comes with clarity, power, and spiritual authority you've never known before. The person who once fed off your confusion now fears your understanding. Because the more truth you walk in, the more invisible their manipulation becomes. You see through the layers now, not with judgment, but with wisdom. What once confused you is now crystal clear. What once hurt you now humbles you. What once controlled you now releases you. This isn't just freedom, it's divine graduation. Archangel Michael says the energy you're stepping into is so high, so pure that anything fake, toxic, or low vibrational won't even survive in your space. It will either transform or vanish. Either way, you win. The spiritual warfare you were caught in was never about what you could see. It was about what was being built in secret. But now, the veil is removed, and the truth has set you on fire. Not to burn, but to shine. Watch as your old patterns fade effortlessly. The things that once pulled you backward will lose their grip. Addictions, toxic cycles, emotional triggers, they are dying off because your soul has elevated beyond their reach. You may feel unrecognizable to yourself, and that's a sign you've grown. You've outgrown old habits, old friendships, and most of all, the old version of you that tolerated the lies. Archangel Michael says there is no going back. Even if you tried, the door is closed. What betrayed you has been marked by heaven, and heaven does not allow its chosen to be touched twice. Every dream you thought was delayed will now come rushing forward. What was held back by their deception will now pour out freely. Your gifts, talents, and blessings are being released without interference. You will hear their name less and less. Not because it was erased, but because it no longer holds power. They are becoming a distant echo in the story of your elevation. And soon, even that echo will fade. What once stole your peace is now powerless. What once sat in your sacred circle has been spiritually evicted. You didn't lose them, you lost the version of you who needed them. This was a divine cleansing, a sacred subtraction. All you reset. And now, you are ready for everything real. Archangel Michael says, now prepare for the arrival. Yes, someone is coming, a new energy, a divine connection. Someone so in tune with your growth, they won't question your scars. They'll honor them. This person will not manipulate, compete, or deceive. They will bring stillness, safety, joy, and most of all, clarity. Because you've passed the final test, learning to release what was never meant to stay, you're not attracting this love. You're aligned with it. An alignment always brings what belongs. This love, this opportunity, this new chapter, it's the reward for what you endured in silence. You stayed kind when you were hurt. You stayed pure when you were tempted. You stayed faithful when you were abandoned. Now, Heaven says, it's time. Doors will open before you knock. People will bless you without asking. Strangers will help you without reason. This is divine favor in motion, uninterrupted by any spiritual blockage. Even your enemies will be confused. How did they rise after everything? They'll ask. Archangel Michael says, they'll never understand. Because they never saw the angels assigned to your battle. They only saw your tears, not your prayers. They saw your pain, not your purpose. And now, the glow they see is the glory of survival. You are not just being rewarded with peace. You are being crowned with purpose. And this time, it will not be taken from you. They are watching from the outside now. Not because they were pushed out, but because they chose deception over devotion. And heaven is not confused. Justice hath been done. You'll begin to feel a softness in your space. The kind of softness that comes after a storm. You'll wake up smiling. You'll eat without worry. You'll rest without nightmares. This is what spiritual cleansing feels like. This is what happens when heaven steps in and removes who you couldn't let go of yourself. Archangel Michael says, you were never weak. You were loyal. And loyalty to the wrong one is not a flaw. It's a lesson. Now, you are loyal to your truth. Loyal to your spirit. Loyal to your peace. There will be whispers about you. Let them whisper. There will be attempts to re-enter your life. Let them knock. But you won't answer this time. Because the door that closed was locked by divine decree. Even if they cry. Even if they beg. Even if they swear they've changed. The answer is no. Not out of bitterness, but out of divine protection. You are not repeating cycles. You are writing new chapters now. You'll be shocked at how quickly heaven moves when the wrong person is removed. It will feel like life is breathing again. Your smile will be different. Your eyes will be lighter. Your energy will shift rooms. People will say there's something different about you. And you'll simply smile because you'll know it's peace. It's true. It's divine exposure. Final words from Archangel Michael. You saw what you weren't supposed to see. You felt what others tried to bury. You stood even when your knees trembled. And now, heaven says the battle is over. A blessing begins. The exposure is complete. The false ones are gone. The path is clean. And your eyes has already begun. Love, if you wish to express your support further, Izzy, this is not the end. This is the breakthrough. Let the light guide you. Let the angels walk with you. You are finally free. You are finally seen. You are finally, completely home. Before you leave, if this message helped you in any way, you can bless this ministry by giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation on PayPal. You have the option to give special thanks with contributions of up to $200. You can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. God bless you.